welcome to Several Questions with Nate Chappell, Finn Hammond, and Johnny Fisher.
The way the Several Questions work is that basically we found a machine in the woods called the Questionator 5000 that has generated 100 very silly questions. And we're going to go around one by one and choose numbers between 1 and 100, and those selections will determine which questions we'll answer. Okay? Everybody comfortable with that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Finn, you're up first. What's your number?
All right. So for my number, I'm going to look at the back of this can of water. Oh, dang. There's no calories in this water. So I can't pick 0, right?
No, that's not between 1 and 100.
Okay. How about 1 for episode 1?
What is your least favorite sound?
That is a great question. There's the whole rubbing a balloon thing. I don't like that.
You don't like that?
No.
Doesn't matter what you rub the balloon with.
I guess if I rub it with water, it's fine.
Okay.
But if I rub it with another balloon or generally anything and you get that squeakiness, I like balloon animals. Like I love the shit out of them.
Oh.
But I don't want to be around when someone's making.
Oh, so yeah, you want to buy these pre-assembled.
Yeah.
You're not going to IKEA for your balloon animal needs.
Yeah, exactly. You do that before I come to my birthday party.
Yeah, hey, what are you doing? What are you doing? Why didn't you do this before you came here?
Yeah.
Like, this is part of your prep time, clown. What are you, some sort of fucking clown?
I also don't like... Oh, wait, yeah.
No, go ahead.
Sorry. I don't... There's some things that, like, I don't know what it is, but I'll hear it, and then it, like, will kind of ricochet throughout my whole body. It's usually when something's startlingly loud.
Like a bullet.
Like a bullet.
When somebody shoots a gun at you, then you're
it ricochets through my body. Yeah. I hate that sound.
God,
it sends
sounds...
shivers down my spine.
Yeah, and like, if you're lucky, I mean, if the bullet doesn't hit your spine.
Yeah.
Johnny, you got any sounds you hate?
Yeah.
No, I'm with Finn. The high pitch squeaking noises.
Styrofoam on styrofoam. That's I feel like that's a similar one to balloon to me. That strikes a similar shiver to me.
How about sounds by association? Like a child crying. That's probably stressful.
No, I love it, dude. Oh God, it's so nice. Actually, it's okay if it's somebody else's child. It's doesn't stress me out as much. It's kind of like, thank God that's not my kid.
I don't like white noise, like fans blowing.
You don't like that
stuff. Like I don't like that.
Huh?
It bothers me.
So you're like somebody who wants like real silence.
Yeah.
So when you sleep, you don't have anything going, nothing?
Mm-mm.
Can you hear the fridge and stuff? Are you somebody that gets bugged by the fridge?
I don't like it. I want it even quieter than that.
Hey, what about a roaring river?
Yeah, I like it if I'm going to go see it.
If you're at the river.
Yeah, no, I don't want.
Also, I've spoken about this before. I do not want a roaring river coming in my house at all.
Mm-hmm.
I've been very vocal about it because that sound would make me think, there's a roaring fucking river in my house. I'm in big trouble. Yeah.
I think, there's the thing about fan noises. I think people like them sometimes a lot because they just kind of cancel out every other noise.
Yeah, they cover. That's what I use them for. And like for me, fan noise. What I'm talking about is when my fans cheer for me adoringly. It's like there's so many of them usually that it's like you don't hear individual voices, so it's like just kind of blends all together, and it does kind of, and it covers all the other noises that are going on for sure. Yeah, so I like fan noise.
You can fall asleep to that.
Oh yeah. Oh God, the adulation is just like chamomile tea. Yeah. Okay. Johnny, you're up next. What number do you want?
I'm going to make mine simple and pick 16.
Okay. Why is that simple? Any simpler than any other number?
It was an elaborate.
Okay. It was just that you just wanted to ramp up.
If you could go to space, would you?
The answer is yes. I mean, maybe at the end of my life. Like if I knew I was like in my elderly late age, I don't want to say a specific age because that like puts a timestamp on me. But if I'm at the end of my life,
in case we're like jotting it down, like okay, we're gonna shoot him into space when he is.
Yeah.
You see it as a risk, a big risk.
Yeah, for sure. But I definitely would like to get up in space at a point in time. It'd be
Would
cool
it
to float
matter?
around and see the Earth.
Would you rather go to the moon or just go for an orbit?
Question.
Ooh. If the moon's an option, then I would go to the moon.
Okay, that's obviously got to be
planet.
more dangerous. Although I don't know how much more dangerous. I feel like a lot of the issues come from the Earth's atmosphere. Yeah,
that's what it is.
From like
getting
launching
out, come back in.
Getting out of a thing and going into space, or like that seems crazy to me.
You mean like
that seems
the spacewalk thing or being on the moon?
Either one of those, like where you just open the door to space.
I'm gonna go fix this.
The spacewalk thing just looks like you can't even fall. Like you don't even have that. You know what I mean? Like at least if you're up high on something, you will eventually die when you'll eventually fall. If you fall, you'll just land and that's over. Whereas it's like if you fall in space, you're just like, well, here, this is how life is now.
Slowly rotating around until I starve to death.
Yeah, or something. Ugh. Yuck. That was a rough one. So you guys are all a big yes on that, huh? Finn, would you?
Yes.
Sounds awesome.
I don't think I would right now because of the risk. I just have the kids and everything.
Yeah.
And like if I'm like, I don't think they're tall enough. They have you must be this tall to get on this rocket. And I don't think they're big enough. So I don't feel like if it was my day to watch, because they usually launch on Wednesdays and I have Adrian on Wednesdays usually. So I feel like that would just be irresponsible parenting. I guess I could leave him. Like I could do it during his nap. I'm going to think about this. If I had the monitor, if I have to get a better monitor.
How much time does it take? Like when Jeff Bezos goes to space, is he on Earth by 3:00? If he leaves at, noon.
I don't know.
Does it take 3 hours? I guess is my question.
Probably not. I feel like no.
You think they're out there for like there's probably a lot of prep.
Yeah, I would say I'd hope. but I don't really count that because you'd just be sitting there. That would be so boring. That would be the worst part of sitting there.
Definitely.
Yeah. No, I don't think I'd do it. I would. I'm with Johnny. If I had a terminal illness or something, then shoot me to the moon, baby.
Word.
Let's go.
Yeah, let's go. Okay. Okay, Nate, me. It's my turn. I'm going to now. I'm going to pick number. I'm going to make it complicated and pick 55.1. Oh, shoot. I'm just going to pick 55, I guess. We don't appear to have decimals.
If you had to name your memoir now, what would you name it?
Whew, that's a hard question.
Mm-hmm.
I've written my memoir. Hopefully halfway there, the Nate Chappell story. It's optimistic.
Yeah.
The life and times of an idiot.
Finally happening now.
Good night. I'll die tomorrow. The Nate Chappell
Good night, I'll die tomorrow.
So wolf out. That's what I'm looking at. Several questions. Yeah. Am I dead?
Peek behind the am I dead?
Ooh, Good Night Moon. I feel like I would sell a lot of copies if I named it that.
Probably.
I'd just.
What would your author photo look like? Would you gonna wear a suit? Are you gonna rest your chin on your fist?
No, I'm gonna rest my chin on my forehead. It's gonna be fucked up.
You're not gonna sell any books, or you'll sell a lot. I don't know.
Yeah. Either way, I'm happy.
Yeah.
What about you guys? You guys have an answer for this one? This is a tough one. I'm sure you guys
this is a
both
tough
thought
one.
about this. Johnny already wrote his memoir.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Who cares?
It's Who Cares? The John Fisher story.
This isn't directly related, but Nate, you have a joke that I like that's like your tombstone would say no more Mr. Nice Guy.
That's actually that's my cat buddy's tombstone.
Okay.
No
Really?
more
Okay,
Mr.
nice.
Nice Guy, yeah.
This guy. So maybe something like that, or because I guess you don't have to be dead to have a memoir. In fact,
No, but I do. No, yeah. If you're dead and ready, I am a ghost. That's what I would name mine. I'm gonna write. I'm gonna write mine after I die. There'll be plenty of time to write your memoir when you're dead. That's what I always say when the publishers are bothering me about it.
Yeah,
I like Who Cares.
Yeah,
like Who Cares is a great name for a book about like a guy that isn't famous and just like, hey, I'm just a guy. I'm just writing.
He's shrugging. He's shrugging on the cover.
Yeah, this is your other
book
picture.
is. Second book. No, really. Who cares?
No one did.
That's the blurb.
No one cared. Is the sequel.
The blurbs are people who didn't read the book.
No, I don't really care. Craig T. Nelson. I don't know why Coach is weighing in on this, but he is. All right. Let's see. Finn, you're up. What number would you like?
64.
Do you think you could write a haiku about today?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Yeah, no, okay, ready for this?
Oh, okay.
Haiku, what, 575?
Yeah, I think that's right. That's a form of haiku,
Works for me.
Or is that just Johnny's height?
5'7.5". Let's be 5'7.5". I think that's right. That's not that far off, probably.
I like that.
You're probably like 5'6".
Yeah, on a good day.
Woke up and coffee. Podcast with Nate and Johnny. Hope they like my theme. That's the events of the day so far.
That's good. Finn just made a theme for the show that you've already heard, audience. But we have already heard also, audience. But we both hated it. Johnny frowned and went, looked at his phone the whole time. And I said, the drums are too loud. But other than that, we loved it. That was a great haiku, though. You did good.
The drums are extremely loud.
Uh-huh.
They were extremely loud.
Yeah, it was just a drum track that he was playing. And he was playing along with it with a marching, like one of those marching band drums.
Yeah. I'd like to outsource this question to you guys. Not just could you, but will you write a haiku about your day so far?
I will. Here we go. Daylight saving time.
Good.
My family woke up late.
Oh my gosh.
Then I made breakfast.
You win.
I like how the doing it like that, writing a haiku on the fly makes it sound like you're really wise because you're speaking so slow and stiltedly. Johnny, you got a haiku in there?
Yeah.
You got a haiku in your haiku hole?
Woke up and coffee.
Okay, good. I like this so far.
Podcast with Finn and Nate D.
The end.
The end.
Okay, great.
Here comes the end, guys.
All right, Finbox. What number do you want?
Uh,
Wait, that was yours. Was that yours? That was
me.
yours. Sorry. John, what number do you want?
Ooh, 88.
88. Tickling those ivories.
What's a hobby that you used to be way into that now seems dumb?
I'm gonna say playing Clash of Clans. I was really into that. I don't know if you can call it a hobby, but it definitely took up all of my time. That
That's
was
a
free.
phone game, right?
Yeah, phone app game.
Mhm.
So I took it pretty seriously.
If
Now
you
it's
had to
too
guess
dumb.
how many hours a day, this was pre-girlfriend. I think it's important to know.
Yeah,
Mostly at least. How many hours a day do you think?
when I was in my prime,
Yeah, when you were at the prime of your power, the peak of your powers.
I would say like 12 hours, probably dealing with that.
Holy smoly.
I remember you
like-
missing a few battles when we were hanging out, like when we were shooting the show or whatever, and something would happen, and you'd be like, "Oh,
I gotta stop. I
and
gotta do this real quick.
towards the end, actually, blood would when he got attacked, blood would pour out of his eyes.
Oh my god.
It was pretty serious.
It was.
What
I laughed
is-
still, but it was very.
Can you explain it in a nutshell what Clash of Clans is?
Build your base, attack someone else's base, defend from someone else attacking your base.
And it's like an overhead. You're looking over the bird's eye view.
And it's got a theme, kind of like barbarian style, with dragons.
Was it better
stuff.
than Finn's fucking?
Is it better
shit
than
theme?
Yeah.
Oh man, I bet.
Yeah. The drums were like
The shows
palatable.
are just so quiet.
Couldn't even
They
hear
were
them.
spot
You can
on.
hear a single drum the whole time.
You got anything, Finn?
I don't know. I was really into wrestling.
Crypto,
I think in retrospect, yeah,
NFTs,
No, that's-
wrestling, like pro wrestling.
pro wrestling. It was in middle school, but
Yeah, that's pretty lame. You were way into it. Who's your
Yeah,
favorite
yeah,
wrestler?
The Rock. I have an armband of his.
Oh, have you guys smelled what he's cooking?
No, what's the?
Mostly, I think cod.
He's cushion. Oh, okay.
He does eat a ridiculous amount of cod, I think. It's
Sounds
either cod or some other
fishy.
fish. He eats one kind of fish all of the time. That's all he eats, pretty much. It's kind of ridiculous.
Sturgeon.
Are we just going to name fish? Okay. Now, that was your question, right, John?
Mm-hmm.
All right, Nate, what number do you want? I'm going to go with number 44.
Ooh.
Pancakes, waffles, or French toast?
Ooh, yeah, sure. I'll have all of them. I don't care. No, I would say if I were to rate pancakes, waffles, and French toast, if this is just a one time, I only get one more meal and then I'm getting shot in the head. I assume that's all of these situations. We're getting shot right afterwards. We're falling into space immediately afterwards. Then I would say waffles. Because waffles are, I think, the best of the three. It's just Here's the thing. I don't like having waffle irons out, and I'm the guy that does the cleaning, and they are annoying to clean, and they stress me. Something about waffle preparation stresses me out. So if I'm in a restaurant, I'll get a waffle. If I'm not getting anything else. But if I'm getting like eggs and toast and stuff, and I just want a thing, I'll get a pancake. Because they don't usually offer a small French toast. But if I can get a small, homemade, normal size of bread French toast, I love that too. With a lot of egg on it. I like that. Yeah. But so I guess I go waffle French toast pancake actually, but in actual practice I go pancake waffle French toast. Mm-hmm. Because of what I expect to be available.
Word. And those sound like they get progressively harder to make. No, waffle. What's your waffles? You have a waffle iron?
Yeah, but it's annoying to deal with.
Good.
You gotta get it out.
I mean, waffles aren't easy to make. They're annoying.
Yeah,
Waffles clean, waffle make.
Although, have you guys ever had the waffles in the hotel? Continental breakfast, the waffle
I'm always
maker
afraid.
thing?
I'm very afraid to mess with that.
Oh, make
really?
your own, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, I used
Break it or something.
I used to travel a lot for work, so I had a lot of time to kill, and it was super fun. Yeah, it's great because it flips itself and it like cooks it really fast, and it's like I don't have to clean it up, and it like
no
tells
one apparently has to clean it up.
no, it's filthy,
Yeah.
and it just tells you when it's done.
Oh.
Because that's another
It's like,
part
hey,
of
your
waffle.
waffle's ready.
Yeah, it calls you, and then you got to talk to it about other stuff too. So it's pretty. Usually, waffle irons tend to lean pretty right, so they make a lot of off-color jokes that are, like they're trying to start an argument, but they're saying, "Well, I was just kidding." Afterwards, you know what I mean?
Yeah. You're so sensitive.
What about you guys? Pancakes? Well, I like. Okay, let me tell you about
breakfast.
why I like waffles. This is pretty obvious, but I love the fact that they, especially if they're a little crispy, the syrup doesn't sink in, but it sits in the holders.
Yeah, the little pockets.
Whereas
Maybe a little
pockets
one with
just-
butter, maybe.
Oh yeah. The butter pockets too are great. Like some of the squares have butter and some of them don't, and so it's like nice.
It's great.
But then French toast is just. I mean, both French toast and especially pancakes just turn into like a sponge, just like a wet mess.
Yeah. I'm a French toast guy. I like the protein.
Yeah, well, because you're weightlifting. So you can, if you have some French toast, you don't. That's one less serving of cod you have to have that day.
Exactly. The syrup on the cod isn't as good of a mix.
Yeah, gross.
I like pancakes.
Like a stack of them? Do you want a stack? Do you like chocolate
I
chip
guess
pancakes?
usually do. I'll take them any old form. I guess I like blueberry the most.
Okay, well, those are pretty good.
Bananas compote.
What's your
Compost. I
Johnny?
like bananas compost.
Yep.
What's your
He already said.
but what's your style? What's your style of French toast style? This goes out to both of you guys. How do you do it?
If I'm at home, then I generally, it depends on what we got, but I would tend to load it with everything, with syrup, powdered sugar, blueberries, walnuts. If I got some bananas, I might throw that down there. It gets a little meaty though.
Texas toast.
No, just some wheat bread.
Yeah, I like to use normal bread. Texas toast is too big. Although I like it. I don't know. It's
And the
too
fiber
much.
is good for you.
What I enjoy is on all three of those, I'll take syrup and butter only, pretty much.
Oh, yeah,
or I like peanut butter on
Ooh.
any of those. A lot.
Yeah, never thought about that.
Peanut butter and a little. You can use peanut butter and a little maple syrup then too.
Yeah. Game changer.
It's a nice variety.
Word.
I'm also I had a friend who we had a waffle party once, and we had savory waffles. Viv makes savory
Parmesan
waffles sometimes.
cheese.
There's like broccoli
Garlic
cheddar.
and-
You can make a broccoli cheddar one. That's a really good one.
That sounds good.
Mm-hmm.
That sounds good.
Quiche waffle.
If you're a meat eater, I bet that would be good.
Spinach
Put
and
bacon
mushroom.
on that or whatever.
To like just put like hot chili dog. Put a chili dog in a waffle iron.
Put a
Is that
hot
what you're
dog
getting
in
at?
it.
Hey,
Oh my
guys,
god, that sounds great.
If pizza's on a waffle, it's pizza anytime.
Get at it, Johnny.
Pizza on a waffle. Do you guys remember the McGriddle? Did you ever have a McGriddle?
Oh yeah, those. I didn't like those. I mean, they were good, but they're just too much for me.
They were good
I don't
unless
know.
you thought about them at all. That was basically what it was like. If you just like put them in your mouth and didn't think, which was pretty easy. But then like, the moment like, like especially like looking back nostalgically, like, wait, what?
Like, how many times did my heart stop while eating that?
That's weird.
At
Like,
least
why not?
once.
Yeah. Why even have the pancakes? Just to have it all meat. That's what I say.
The KFC did that.
Oh yeah, they did.
You guys
Yeah.
began the whole meat chicken sandwich.
Yes, I do remember. Unfortunately.
Good times.
Good times. Well, that's all the questions we have today. Now get out there and ask questions and keep asking until you get the answer you want. And of course, tune in next time to hear us once again answer several questions.
Thank you for listening to Several Questions, a production of Wolf Out Radio. Click on the link in the show notes for more Wolf Out shows.